Hi. So basically we are going to discuss 10 important questions of SAP ABAP for a SAP ABAP role, the developer role. So the first question is explain SAP ABAP three-tier architecture. So there are three architecture. First one is presentation layer, second one is application layer, third one is database layer. These three layers perform some important tasks in SAP ABAP. Basically, presentation layer is a layer which we use to do commands so that the application layer respond on that, and database layer do the database activity. Second question is what do you understand by work area and internal table in ABAP? So basically internal table and work area both are temporary memory area. All both of them store data for a temporary period of time. Uh, the main difference between it is work area we use for single record processing, whereas internal table when we use a group of records then we use internal table. Then we have third question, which is what we what is use of transparent table in ABAP and how it is different from pool table. So when we go to the decode SC11 and we try to create a database table, then by default we get option to create a transparent table. So transparent table basically have a one-to-one relationship with the table, whereas pool table has many-to-one relationship with the database table. So basically there is only mapping of one-to-one and many-to-one. Now let's come to the fourth question. Explain the use of insert and append statement. So when we insert or append some work area item into an internal table, then we use append statement or insert statement. So basically append statement is used to append the record into the internal table at the end, whereas insert statement basically uses it as a row kind of thing. We simply pass the row number and it will insert over that row number. Let's come to the fifth question. How memory management happen for database table and work area in ABAP. So memory management is very important thing in SAP ABAP. Uh, there are many garbage collectors run behind it, so we can answer it like garbage collector is responsible for doing memory management, whereas for internal table and work area at the time of creation it basically simply provide 8 KB memory location. So 8 KB is the memory that is initially allocated to the internal table and work area. After that, on the data, on the basis of the structure and data, it increases dynamically. Let's come to the sixth question. Why do we use type statement in ABAP programming? So as we know, like we create types at the starting of a report program for defining our own structure. So we can explain, yeah, it is a user defined structure we simply use for creating our own structure so that we can assign it to an internal table or work area. Now let's come to the seventh question, which is what is the use of message command in the report program? So message command is basically a command which simply gives some user output in the report program or in the model pool, so that the user is aware of what is going behind the screen. And there are many different types in messages. Some of them are E, E, W, I, A, S, X. So E stands for error, W stands for warning, I stand for information, A stand for abend or abort, S stand for success, and X stand for abort. So these are the important different messages types. Now let's come to the eighth question, that is what is the use of lock object. So whenever there is a important transaction going behind the screen, like billing or invoicing, on a particular table we use a lock. And lock object is basically synchronize the access of the same data by more than one program. So basically, if you are creating any record in a table, we can put a lock over there, and if it is anywhere accessing, then we will not do any operation over there. We will wait until the lock is free. Now let's come to the seventh question, that is what is the use of, sorry, ninth question, what is lock mechanism and how do we create lock object in ABAP. So for creating lock objects we use SC11. SC11 is a T code which we use for creating lock object, and a program is needed for preventing it. So whenever a lock object is generated by a program, then this request goes to iniqui server and the lock is created in the lock table. The iniqui server sets the lock and the program is finally ready to access it. So this is the thing which performs internally. Now let's come to the last question, what is subroutine? So subroutine is a reusable section of code. Basically you can compare it to a Java code where we use a function and we somewhere we can call it. Basically this thing is done here. Basically we do some coding stuff over there and we put it in below the program, and then whenever we want we can simply perform it by using performance statement. So yeah, these are my 10 important questions for SAP ABAP. Hope you like this video. Thank you.